Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Derek Israel, a short-term rental investor with over $3.2 million in short-term rentals. I help rental owners like you maximize your income through my property management company, Level Up. Are you struggling with low bookings on your Airbnb? Or maybe your listing, it's just not performing like you'd hope. Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'm going to share 5 secret strategies to double your Airbnb bookings within 90 days. And stick around to the end because I've got a bonus tip that will take your listings to the next level. Let's get right into it. All right, so the first strategy is all about your photos. Now, here's the deal. If your listing is already live but not performing, I recommend you scrap and restart with your photos and staging. Yeah, it's that important. You must highlight what makes your home different. Now, this could be a hot tub, or it could be as simple as a fresh, vibrant pool towels, board games, something that's going to keep your listing from standing out. Now, your photos are really the first thing that potential guests see. And you've got to trust me, they are making snap judgments within seconds. So if your space doesn't pop in those photos, people are going to scroll right past it. You must stop the scroll. So what can you do? First, stage your space to look inviting, clean, and spacious. There's a few simple touches like fresh linens, throw pillows, blankets, and a plant here or there. You can rearrange the furniture. It can make a huge difference. Then you're going to hire a professional photographer. But not just any photographer. It's one that's going to specialize in Airbnb. You're not selling a home. You want high quality, detailed shots of the drawers pulled out, the cabinets open in the kitchen, pool towels laid out. And I want you to highlight, even what type of shampoo that you will be providing. A good set of photos is going to pay for itself 100 times over in increased bookings. So remember, the goal here is to visually sell the experience at staying at your property. That's what's going to turn browsers into bookers. The second strategy is about writing an engaging listing. Now, your listing description isn't just there to describe your property. It is there to create curiosity and get guests to hit that book or reserve now button. So when writing your listing, you're going to think about what makes your place unique. Don't just say a 5-bedroom home near the river. You're going to say something like movie theater, popcorn machine, heated pool, board games. Do you see the difference? Use descriptive language to paint a picture of what the guest will experience. And you're always going to highlight features that are valuable. Now, whether that is its proximity to local attractions, special amenities, or unique design touches. But the key here is to make them feel like they need to stay at your place versus the thousands of other places in the area. And one more thing, end your description with a call to action. Something like, book now and experience San Antonio like a local. People love being told what to do next and what's the next step. All right, strategy number 3, leveraging dynamic pricing. This is one of my favorite topics. I could talk about this for hours. It's a game changer for managing your rates and staying competitive. Now, here's what I recommend. Take a look at your competition. Sally down the street, Bob 2 blocks over, John 6 streets over, build out a comp set. You can do this manually by researching similar properties on Airbnb, or you can use a premium service like what we use at Level Up called Key Data. Personally, we're going to use Price Labs for our pricing. Now, it's got over 50 different settings, tweaks, different things you can change. But let me tell you, the inputs equal the outputs. So you've got to learn the system, make sure your inputs are good, and it will give you a great output. Now, here's a key tip for maximizing your first 90 days. Don't just focus on maximizing profits just yet. Your goal is to get as many 5-star reviews as possible in this period. You've got to price competitively, and that's probably going to mean slightly lower, or if not significantly lower than the competition. But it's these early reviews that are going to boost your ranking in Airbnb's algorithm. Remember, you're going to focus on reviews first and profits later. The stronger your review profile, the more bookings you're going to see down the line. Now, let's talk about strategy number 4, Instant Book. Now, if you're not using Instant Book, you're probably missing out in a huge chunk of potential guests. It's convenient for guests, and many of them are going to filter for properties that allow for instant booking. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what about the guest quality? How do I protect my home? Well, here's how you get best of both worlds. You're going to turn on Instant Book, but you're going to use a guest verification system, such as what we use, AutoHost, or companies such as Safely, to screen your guest. Now, these tools allow you to accept everyone up front and then filter out anyone that might not be a good fit for your property. So by automating the guest screening process, you can stay competitive and protect your property at the same time. All right, moving on to strategy number 5, instant communication. Guests love quick responses. And with so many options out there, if you're not responding promptly, I can guarantee you're losing the bookings. The easiest way to manage this is through automation. You're going to use Airbnb's built-in messaging tools, or you can use a property management system such as HostAway. Set up automated replies for things like booking confirmations, guest screening, check-in instructions, frequently asked questions. It's going to create a seamless experience for your guests, and it saves you time. So even if you're not sitting at your computer 24/7, your guests are still going to feel like they're getting prompt and attentive service. And trust me, this is going to boost your reviews and keep your guests happy. All right, so I told you about a bonus tip. Now, here's that bonus tip I promised. If you want to rank higher on Airbnb search results, there's one thing you absolutely need to do. You've got to stack as many 5-star reviews as possible, with a caveat, as quickly as possible. Here's the trick. If you nail your photos, your listing description, your pricing, your communication, you're setting yourself up for those glowing 5-star reviews. But the more that you can collect in those first 90 days, the higher your listing will rank in search results. And that's when the bookings really start rolling in without you lifting a finger. So make sure every guest has an exceptional experience. Over-deliver on hospitality. Don't hesitate to ask for a review at the end. The more 5-star reviews you have, the more credible your listing becomes, and the more you can raise your prices. So let's quickly recap the top 5 strategies to double your bookings within the next 90 days. Number 1, refresh your photos and staging. Number 2, write engaging listing that prompts curiosity and action. 3, leverage dynamic pricing. You've got to focus on reviews first. Number 4, turn on Instant Book, but screen your guest through a verification system. Number 5, set up instant communication with automations. And remember, stack those 5-star reviews for long-term success. If you found these tips to be helpful, please do me a favor. Subscribe for more tips and strategies to maximize your Airbnb income. And hey, if you have any questions or ideas for future videos that would be helpful, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.